Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about our vinyl flooring and how to take care of that on a daily basis as far as daily routine maintenance. And then we're going to look at also some restorative cleaning. You're going to need a couple things. Now when it comes to daily maintenance, this is going to be something that you're going to try to do basically once, twice if you have to, if you have a busy room, depending on the size of the room. So you're going to want to have a microfiber mop here and a spray bottle. And of course this has our E-cleaner, neutral cleaner in it. And it's mixed at about 2 to 4 ounces per gallon of water. So, first step before you begin is you want to make sure that the room is vacuum and clean. So whether you do that with a mop or a vacuum, you want to make sure all the debris is removed from the ground. That'll help from creating any kind of dirtier floor or possibly getting some debris caught in there which could scratch your floor. The great thing about this product is that it has a polyurethane top coat on it, which kind of resists dirt. It doesn't keep it out, but at times it will help with the cleaning and maintenance. That's the great thing about our Bounce 2 product in Forest RX. As I mentioned in the beginning of our video, we always recommend the E-cleaner. It's a great product. It's a pH level of 7, which is a neutral cleaner. It's a low foam cleaner. The great thing about it is a little bit goes a long way. So depending on the size of the room, depending on really how much dirt you have in your room, on the back, it will give you a little mixed ratio. For this type of room, we're going to do 2 ounces to 4 ounces of E-cleaner to 1 gallon of water. You're going to want to generally come across with a light coat across. You don't want to put too much because of the way that this vinyl will respond to water. It doesn't repel it, but it also will sit on top of it. And you want to take your microfiber mop. This is a perfect microfiber mop. You're going to turn the microfiber mop and just go back and forth. And all you're doing is loosening up the dirt. Now after you're done with this, if you have a fan, which we have in these rooms, you want to turn those on to dry this floor. Obviously, depending on the size of the room, it could take longer to dry, but you want to make sure that the floor is dry through and through. So as I mentioned before, there may be a time where your room has been neglected, or maybe the maintenance plan is, not up to the speed it needs to be. The great news is when it comes to cleaning this floor, you can do a deep clean on it. It is going to require us a few extra items. One, obviously, as you can see here, we have a 17-inch slow speed buffer with a red pad. And then we have our E-cleaner, which is, for a floor like this, you're probably going to want to mix, again, 2 to 4 ounces of E-cleaner to 1 gallon of water. So the thing that you got to keep in mind is you want to make sure that you put enough down that it kind of builds up a little slurry. And what that does is it's allowing the E-cleaner to get into some of the pores and lift some of that dirt up. I'll give you an example of the best way to attack that. Now you're going to make sure that you go around enough to get the slur built up, and then the next most important thing that's critical is not leaving the water on there. So what you're going to want to do is find a way to extract that. Now the best way to do it is probably with a walk-behind scrubber, as we talked about earlier in the video. If you don't have that, you can use a microfiber mop, or if you have a dry vac, as long as you have the rubber hose on the end that won't scratch your floor. Something that I wanted to mention about with our vinyl products is that you're going to have what we call heat weld on the seams and head seams. So when you're cleaning the floor, you want to make sure that you kind of don't spend too much time on those welded seams. If they're in properly, they're going to stay. That's what they're designed to do. But in some cases, if you keep taking a red pad and sticking it to the same area on an angle, you could loosen that up if it's not welded properly. So just keep that in mind.